there's no prospect of a majority Labor government. There is only a prospect on one count of being a minority Labor government supported by the Greens and Green Seals. That's the one prospect, which I think would be a disaster for our country. If people are voting Labor at the next election, know full well that there is no prospect of a Labor government in majority. There is only a minority government. There can be a majority coalition government, and that's what I'm working every day between now and the next election to achieve, as you are. Or if there's a position where we need to negotiate with independents, we can do that and form a minority government. But many of the independents, we know the Teals are not Teals, they're Greens. And they voted with the Greens 70 to 80% of the time, and that is not good for our country. But what we've done over the course of the last 3 years is develop a positive plan for our country. I want to make sure we can help families. And the decision that we've taken, that from day one, we would cut the fuel excise, the fuel tax, by 25 cents a litre. That will mean when you're filling up your car or your ute, it's about $14 every time, cheaper than what it would be in Australia these days. The government's taken a decision to provide support to Australians, which starts in 15 months' time and is 70 cents a day by way of tax cut. Now, I think we need to help families, we need to help small businesses now. And we've come up with that plan. We've also said that we need to fix the energy system so that as long as there is structural reform. And why this is important is that the Prime Minister goes into this election being very honest with the Australian people about the increase in energy prices under his policies. They will continue to escalate. And he can continue to give $150 checks, but people's bills are going up by many hundreds of dollars each quarter. And I believe that we can bring Australian gas back into the Australian domestic market for Australians. And that should be our priority. The other priority that we want to concentrate on when we win the election is to make sure that we can help young Australians achieve the dream of home ownership. And that is an absolute essential. We've many people just given up hope on this government. And I want to be the Prime Minister for home ownership, home affordability, and home accessibility. I want young people to be able to get into a home, and we're going to make sure that that's the case. We're putting a 2-year ban in place for foreign buyers so that young Australians aren't competing at an auction with offshore money. I want to make sure that we can build new houses by working with councils, and our $5 billion plan creates 500,000 new homes. We can make sure that by managing the migration program properly and by cutting migration in this country, we can help families get into homes, because by doing that, our plan releases about 100,000 homes, 40,000 per year, 100,000 over the course of 5 years, and that will make So, my friends, thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for what you do for our community, for our country. Thank you so much for what you do over the course of the next month or so. There is a big decision for our country. There is a sliding doors moment for Australians as they head to the polls. It is a choice that people will make about who is best able to manage the economy. It's a choice for Australians about who can restore the dream of home ownership. It's a choice for Australians to decide who can deliver a sustainable energy system that will see prices come down, and a decision about who can keep us safe as a country and who can deliver quality health care. And I believe by the end of that, the Australian public will be able to answer questions and support the policy to get our country back on track. This is a great part of the world.